How is it going, guys and gals and other Poke Pals? I am LacenMC.
I'm RhyQuinn.
I'm AmasianTae.
And welcome to the first episode of the new and improved Battle SubCast, the Pokemon podcast that keeps you on the right track. So, pretty much, this is a new year. We have a whole new revamp coming to the Battle Subway, which is just a collection of PokeTubers that go in and submit content, and we work with each other, come up with some cool stuff. Just a nice little exclusive community channel that anybody can go in, be a part of in the comments and all that good stuff. Just plugging that up right now. So,
Indeed.
It's the new year. Everybody's really excited. We all have new goals for ourselves.
Woo!
Since we decided to do this on the new year, let's just talk about who the three of us are, your conductors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Subway puns material.
So, ladies first. So, Tay, tell us about your stuff.
Oh, I was not prepared to go first. Put me on the spotlight here. Just about my channel and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about what
About
you're doing this year.
You!
Alright. Well, let's see. You guys can just call me Taylor or AmasianTae, whichever you like. I've been a PokeTuber about 5 or 6 months now. And I don't know, I just do all sorts of random stuff. I do Let's Plays and battles and speed art and all sorts of random stuff. And I guess I'm still just kind of getting into the groove of what I want my channel to be. I'm making a lot of changes right now. I'm really excited for the new year. But for the most part right now, I'm starting a new Egglock. I'm doing Pokemon Pearl.
Nice.
And I'm finishing up Pokemon Art Academy. Well, I'm not finishing up. I've still got a good bit to go, but I'm doing Pokemon Art Academy on my channel right now, and I'm going to be doing some more Oris Wonder Cup battles. But that's what I'm working on right now. But that's pretty much my channel. The gist of it. It's pretty basic.
It's a good channel.
It is a good channel. I love your speed arts, dude. Your speed arts are so
Indeed.
much fun to watch. I know that's not like the content that you want people to focus on, probably, but
Probably not, but
I do watch your speed arts. I think at least once every day. Not kidding. Because I learn a lot from them. So make sure you go check out her speed arts. Her speed arts are absolutely phenomenal. You're really good at
For real.
Thank you very much.
Shops.
Yeah, and the 6 months that I've been PokeTubing is the time that I didn't even have Photoshop downloaded when I started my channel, so that's everything that I've learned in the last few months.
damn.
That's
something.
crazy.
That is something.
That's insane. I need to Wonder Cup battle you too. That'd be fun.
Yes. I'm starting up Wonder Cup battles on my channel soon for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. We did just actually verse RhyQuinn here on my last X and Y Wonder Cup battle, so we'll have to get you in the Oris ones.
Yes.
Exactly. It's a lot of fun, Lacen.
Nice.
They're starting up soon. I want to have one up this Friday, so maybe you can be my first.
Hey. No,
You
but
feel honored.
I don't know. I don't have Oris right now. See, because
I forgot about that.
See, the thing is, I want to complete it because of the whole Battle Sub League thing, right? And but the thing is, it's like I'm so torn apart that like my copy of Y was stolen from me, and I don't know if I ever told you this, but 2 of like the most important pokes to me, Manic Trick and Milotic, I took them all the way from Sapphire and moved them to X and Y. I did all of it. I migrated them, traded them over, then did the whole bank thing. Right?
Ooh, yeah.
I left it in Virginia when I was visiting my sister at her house for whatever occasion. I think it was just for summer break. And then I left it there. She sent it through the mail, and it got stolen. The box came to my house empty. And we tried to file for a report, I think, but nothing came out of it. So lost it forever. And I'm really upset because that was literally hours and hours and hours and hours of my childhood gone. Poof, bye.
That's awful.
So I got Oris, and I was kind of like, oh, well, yay. and I made it to Malville, and I was like, I'm bored. Like, I don't want to do this again. It was heartbreaking. So I have a friend completing it for me.
Oh, nice.
So he's MIA right now. Maybe he stole my copy too. But once I get it back, hopefully it's this week. I'm not too sure.
Well, whenever you do get your game back, we'll have to battle.
Yeah,
but
sure, no problem.
Yes.
I apologize. Rest in peace, Minitrick and Milotic.
Oh my god, I miss them so much. What are like your requirements for like having people go on to? Like, do you accept other people to just go on your Wonder Cup? Or
Yeah, just comment on my videos. You can tweet me on Twitter at AmasianTae, just whatever you'd like. And I pretty much just take requests in order, whichever.
nice and powerful cell phone.
Nice.
Yeah, sorry. Alex's phone was on the floor and I didn't even see it.
Wow.
Nice,
You're
powerful.
taking care. I don't have a phone.
Shout
I
out to
can't
the
speak.
to the cell phone. Cell phone.
Yeah, anyways, but yeah, I'll take whatever battles, and I normally just do them in the order that they are requested.
Follow her on the twits.
Wow.
On the twits.
Damn it, Lacen. Stop taking Joey's language.
The twit. You mean Ebonics?
That one. Yes. Stop doing that.
All right, dude. Whatever. RhyQuinn, talk to us, man. How you doing this year? What are your plans, man?
What don't I have planned? I have so much planned. Oh my goodness. So basically, my YouTube channel is I do a thing called the RhyQuiz that I made myself, and it's essentially a Pokémon quiz. People come on, and I'm doing different seasons. Season 1 had finished before, and I've just revamped my channel, and we're going to be coming back with Season 2. And yeah, Season 2 is going to be great. People get to come on and test their Pokemon knowledge. It's pretty awesome because people enjoy being a Poke nerd, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I do, so it's always fun to show that off. But that's like the main thing on my channel is the RhyQuiz, which is a lot of fun, coming up with the questions and getting people on and stuff like that. A lot of fun. But then I also do some like showdown videos. Monotype Mondays is the thing I do. Build a monotype team and then take it on showdown to see if I win. Not that often, but if I do win, it's awesome. What else do I do? Some other stuff. I do top 10s occasionally, and I stream on Twitch. I do like showdown viewer battles. I do showdown team buildings. I think I might do some like random games in the future, but I don't know. That's just a vague plan. And then in terms of like the Battle Subway, uploading to the Battle Subway, I do a lot of different stuff. There's a series called Dex Dissection, where I basically tear apart ridiculous Pokedex entries, and the next episode of that is going to be featuring the one and only LacenMC, and it's going to be great. You guys you wait and see. It's going to be a great episode.
I'm excited to see that one.
It's gonna
it's
be
good.
a good episode. Oh,
It's a
Lord.
good episode.
It's a good episode.
So get hyped for that. And I do some other stuff on the Battle Subway as well, like a versus Nuzlocke with Jordinez, some showdown team builds, also with LacenMC, all kinds of good stuff like that. So that's like me, and I'm just going to be basically building on that in 2015. I had a pretty cool 2014 because I started my channel in May, I want to say. I think it was May. The end of May is when I started my YouTube channel.
That's when I started mine.
Pretty cool 2014, and I came up with the RhyQuiz idea, and people seem to be enjoying it, so I'm like, yep, let's go with that one. So 2015 is going to be the year of the RhyQuiz. I can tell you that much now. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, that's my 2015. Pretty
I'm
much.
stoked. I'm just waiting for Season 3 to roll around so I can be on again.
Season 3. I already got Season 3 planned out too. It's going to be amazing. Or Amasian, right?
Oh, Lord.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? No.
Woo.
Okay. I understand. I'll
Aw.
leave now. I'll leave. Okay. Anyway, so I believe now it's Lacen's turn.
Yeah, okay, my channel is really shitty. That's where
No.
that's where it
Oh, you
stands
stop
right now.
that.
No, it's cool.
You stop that.
No, I'm kidding. I mean, I do have confidence in it. It's just like I've had like a channel identity crisis almost for a long time because like I've had so many ideas, and I keep getting ideas and it's terrible because it distracts from the actual good ones, and it's just awful. But I decided finally I'm staying Nintendo Central. I'm staying Nintendo Central mostly with Pokemon and Super Smash Bros. For now, because Smash Bros. Is actually something I'm pretty good at, I found. And then Pokemon, I'm going to do the live Wi-Fi on Showdown. I'm investing in a capture card soon, but what I'm really going to do is the TCG. I find that a lot of people get really, really involved in my TCG and the TCG online. So I'm going to focus on that more, and hopefully I'm announcing it to you guys now. I'm actually going to start doing this competitively, where I'm actually going to travel and go compete with my, like, the physical cards. I'll record them as long as the tournament referee people, officials, whatever, allow me, and then maybe I'll vlog me going to the World Championship, because you all know I'm going to the World Championships. So that's a goal anyway. So I just want to focus on that, where I can actually take the content that I like and take it somewhere, because there are Smash Bros competitions, there are TCG competitions, and then there's the whole VGC ruling that I'll explain later, and I kind of want to get into competitive more. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm also going to be doing just a bunch of rants and countdowns and lists and things, because I find that people I talk to usually like the way I rant and talk about things. Like,
He's not wrong.
Is not wrong.
People like it, so I'm gonna start doing that more, and I'm going to put more personality in the channel, more than actual gameplay, and being like, okay guys, well, I'm picking up my remote now, here's a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that, and I'm also happy to announce I'm not going to be screaming at the camera or in the microphone, so it's gonna be cool, guys. It's gonna be cool. And then lastly, I'm doing music.
Nice.
Spitting hot bars and getting some friends over, and we're just gonna sing Kumbaya and stuff. It's gonna be a good time. I do have plans for my channel. Like, where do you guys want to be? Like me, I want 1,000, at least 1,000 by the end of the year.
That's exactly my goal as well.
That's awesome.
You too, Tay, you want 1,000? Oh wait, just kidding.
Oh
wait, just.
Shush, guys.
Where are you
No,
now?
I'm currently sitting just below probably about 1,700. My goal for the end of the year is almost double. I'd like to be at 3.
Nice.
Million?
So. Yeah, sure, 3 million.
Yeah.
If I can hit 3 million, I'll take it. But no, just 3,000 is my goal for the end of the year.
I think you can do it.
That sounds achievable. Yeah.
So if you guys are listening, want to help us out, please just go press the sub button. You don't need to watch anything. Numbers matter. That's all.
That's literally the worst advice ever.
Whatever.
Hey, and too, if you want to help out the community channel as well, make sure to subscribe to the Battle SubCast, because we're going to do one of these every week, and you can listen to us talk about all sorts of fun stuff.
All sorts of
Indeed.
things. Just so you know, if you're listening to this on a Friday, that's because you found it on SoundCloud, like the day of. Like, yeah, if you're watching this first day on Saturday, that means you found it on YouTube. Go make a SoundCloud account if you don't have one, and just press follow, and then you'll get all the cool stuff there. We're gonna have some exclusive stuff there too in the comments, or not in the comments, in the description, and all that good stuff. So make sure you get involved with us. We're going to be talking to you guys directly through questions that you guys comment. So go ahead, comment wherever you are, ask some questions. We'll shout you out and do all that good stuff. So we're gonna get into the actual format of how this subcast is going to work, and the first thing is news. Get up, bitch, it's the news. News with LacenMC! Okay, so, nice jingle, right? So, Pokemon news. There's not much that you don't know. Like, when it comes to the game, Oris came out, so who cares about Oris news? There's not much that's going on other than special distributions of stuff. One of them being the Gen 5 starters with their hidden abilities that finally released. Take, Superior with Contrary, for example. So the serial code has been revealed, and you cannot redeem the code until January 9th, but as soon as that drops, you get to redeem it until November 30th, and the code is literally Pokemon 497. And I imagine that the other two, that's the one for Superior. The other two are probably just their dex numbers. So
I would assume so.
Yeah, I would also. Yeah. So it's fun. That's the whole hidden abilities on the Gen 5 starters. Like, that's something everybody's like really stoked about, because the Gen 5 starters honestly have awesome hidden abilities that aren't released yet.
True.
They're just insane. I think of all the gens, I feel like Gen 5 does have the best hidden abilities. Possibly Gen 2 too, just because of Flash Fire Typhlosion though.
Gen 3 though?
Oh, I mean unreleased. I mean unreleased.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about unreleased right now. Yeah. So that's something to look forward to. On top of the video game, the VGC rules of this year have been announced.
Awesome.
The VGC is in the same format as last year, so it's going to be doubles. You can only go into the doubles. It's not following Smogon rules, thank God. So all Pokemon are game except for the ones that aren't, or the ones that are specifically, said that you're not allowed to use, and that's from Pokemon, like the company. So it's pretty much legendaries, guys. Honestly, it's just pretty much the entire list is just legendaries, and I know there's some legendaries in lower tiers in Smogon, but this isn't Smogon. This is like the official whatever. And one of the biggest rules is they have to be Kalos bred. So the way you find out,
I think it's Gen 6 bred, and you can do it in Hoenn in OS.
Oh yeah, but it's Gen. You call it Kalos bred. That's just the term that they used. So basically the way you figure that out is you go into super training. You look at your hexagon that has all the stats on it, and then if there's a blue smaller hexagon, that means it's born in Kalos. If it doesn't have it, that means it's Gen, and they don't want to see that crap because it's kind of illegal or something like that. So you just what you Genners would do is just breed it with a nice Gen Ditto, and then it's officially Kalos bred. So and you just raise it and then do the EV trainings, has its perfect IVs and hidden abilities and all that stuff. So you'll be fine. But
it's just the Gen 5 tutor moves aren't a thing in
right
VGC, stuff like that.
So VGC rules, pretty standard, very standard rules.
I think it's good that they're doing that though, because I feel like it just cuts down on genning and hacking and things like that, and power saves and all that stuff.
It's too broken. Yeah.
I think it's much better than that, because it is like official Pokemon tournament kind of thing. It is the real deal. I think that genning should definitely not be allowed in that. But for stuff like Smogon, I'm a bit more lenient with that one, because it's not official. It's just playing by someone else's rules pretty much. But because this is VGC, this is the official video game championships. What VGC stands for? I mean, come on now. It's official. Like, they shouldn't be genning. I think it's good that they're doing this.
Yeah, I also think so, and it really shows how hard some of these kids work to get their results, and it's just kind of inspiring for you to pick up a game and waste your life playing breeding Pokemon instead of actual children. But so the VGCs is going to be really, really interesting this year. The official VGC, like the World Championships, are being held in Boston, Massachusetts this year. And I don't think there's tickets for sale. I think it works by personal invite. So you would have to qualify to go to World Championships through Play Pokemon Points. Don't know if you guys know what that is, but basically there's a giant list in pretty much every country that shows what local places you can go to compete at a small fee. I'm talking like $5 American, and then you just get points. You join leagues. This works for the TCG as well, and depending on how many points you have, that's when you qualify to go to the World Championships, which is in Boston, Massachusetts, 4 hours away from my house. So that's a goal of mine. I'm competing literally every league this year. I don't really care if I lose or win. I just want to go to World Championships to say that I did. So it'd be great if I was one of the top 16 in the world doing Oris, but there's kids like Sejun Park in there, and it's kind of I'm not ready for that. He innovated, so many strategies, and I don't want.
And he's coming back this year. I'm curious to see what he's going to bring back this year.
He brought Pachirisu, and he won last year. So, and now Pachirisu is kind of common. In VGC, I've seen a lot of, when I was tampering with VGC and Showdown, I saw a lot of people use his team, and his team was disgusting. His Pachirisu, Gothitelle, Garchomp, Gyarados, and I forgot the other two.
Was that Charizard Y maybe?
No, Gyarados was the Mega, which was really weird to me because I don't think he ever used it, but Gyarados was the Mega.
Yeah.
And it was a great, last year just caused an uproar in the community, and we're all excited to see what goes on this year.
Exactly. I'm so happy that happened, because people are now more than ever starting to take Pokemon as a legit competition, as an actual thing now. And I think that last year with Sage and Park and the whole Pachirisu thing has really like sparked everyone's attention, and now people are paying way more attention to this kind of stuff. It's amazing.
It is. It's really cool to see that like people are starting to realize, hey, there's more than just a metagame out there. Let me go look at like these smaller pokes that nobody thinks about, because maybe I can like give it a set that can counter the metagame, and then people will catch on to it, and that would be the new metagame, because the metagame is always changing. So it's really, really cool to see people start coming up with all these brand new strategies. For those of you who don't know, VGC was doubles last year. The thing that Sejun Park brought to Pachirisu was he brought a Pachirisu, right? He gave him a Citrus Berry, and he used the moves Follow Me, Nuzzle, Super Fang, and Protect. And it was just an insane strategy. He would put the Pachirisu up next to his Garchomp, so anything that would harm the Garchomp, say 4 times weakness to Ice, that double to Dragon, double to Fairy, anything like that, he would just bring it to Pachirisu, and the Citrus Berry would heal him. And then Garchomp would go to work. With his Nuzzle, he would automatically paralyze anything that he attacks, and Super Fang, he would bring them down to half HP. It was an amazing set.
It's so clever.
So clever, and he played it in like the best way possible. And if you guys just look it up on YouTube or something, it's so good. It's so good. It is. I was like cheering in my room. My mom told me to shut up. Like
I watched it, and I had never like watched doubles before, like ever. And I watched a couple of matches before it in the same VGC tournament. Watched a couple of matches, then I saw the final, and then I was sitting there with my jaw dropped. I was just like, what? What the hell just happened? Did Pachirisu really just eat up a Draco Meteor? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that was insane. I was loving that. It was amazing to see that. But
it was really, really good. So, like, the VGCs, coming to the World Championships this year, that's something to look out for. Make sure you go into details, and if you want your shot to go participate in that, go get Pokemon points. That's how it works, guys. Then you'll be invited, and then you can possibly bring your own Pachirisu in, or whatever you have. So that's that. Lastly, that's also going to be in the World Championships is the TCG. The TCG is getting an entire new expansion pack off X and Y that has to focus with Auras called Primal Clash. All the details have already been released. There's a new mechanic in it now. I'm big on the TCG, guys. You know this, so I'm probably going to rant. I'm just probably going to talk.
Indeed.
If you guys don't understand, sorry. There's a whole new mechanic called Primal Reversion, and then there's also I believe it's a return. I'm not too sure. But it's like this mechanic called, what's it called? Ancient Traits, Ancient Trait Effects. So, pretty much, going Primal is more than Mega. When you go Mega in the TCG, you can't go back. In Primal, you can. So, Groudon EX and Kyogre EX got brand new reprints. They're going to be really strong, really insane. And then with the Primals, they're even more insane. And then I believe when Primals are activated, then Ancient Traits are activated. So now Pokes can possibly have 2 abilities in the game. And it just gives it a whole new speed, a whole new way to play. There are 12 new EXs, them being Mega Aggron, Mega Gardevoir. Those are the 2 Megas. And then you have Gardevoir, you have Aggron, Trevenant, Camerupt, I already said Groudon and Primal Groudon. Those count. And then Wailord. Wailord's 1. That's weird. Kyogre, Primal Kyogre, Sharpedo. Those are all of them. So
damn,
it's a good new set, and to make it all really, really pretty, the artwork for it, a lot of like the final evolutions have like full art, but not completely. It's like half full art. It's just, if you look it up, it's really, really cool. One of my favorites is actually Rhyperior. Rhyperior from Primal Clash, like half full art. Is really, really neat. And this is one of the bigger expansions too. There's 150 cards, so it's
wow,
it's insane. This is a big set. So, fans of the TCG are going to go crazy, and with this whole new mechanic, the TCG at the World Championships is going to be completely different than you would see last year. So, X and Y and this whole Mega Pokemon EX mechanic is going to stay, and it's changing everything as it is. So, that's really, really exciting, and that's all I got for the news so far.
That is pretty crazy though.
That's it.
I was
There's a lot.
looking forward to the VGC this year, the TCG
sure.
and the ORS as well. It's gonna be great.
See, I'm a card collector, so I'm really excited for the new set, especially with all the new art coming out. I kind of dabble in TCG, but I'm more of a collector, so the new cards look phenomenal, and I can't wait to get my hands on some of them
Have
when
you
the
seen
English set comes out.
100% agree with that one.
It's dropping February 4th of this year, so
Wow.
it's literally around the corner. Like I didn't
Really,
know
isn't
about
it?
this set until recently, so now that I do, and it's coming around the corner, I'm probably gonna pre-order my first box. I always got one on release date, so this is probably the first one I'm going to pre-order because it just looks like a phenomenal set. So,
True.
me personally, I'm very, very excited for this, and I'm sure all the collectors are too because of all this new art. It just looks phenomenal.
It
Wow.
does. The cards look so
It
good.
looks really, really good.
Awesome.
I'm sensing a booster box in my future.
Yeah, I might get two. I don't know, but now that we're on the topic of VGCs and stuff, and you know what we talked about, or what we're going to see this year, what do you guys want to see in the newest Pokemon game that's going to drop this year?
Wait, what?
Like, there's gonna be another Pokemon. There's always two Pokemons every single year, right? So, what are you guys hoping to see? Are you guys waiting for Gen 7, another remake of sorts, or what do you guys predict based on the?
I've kind of had, because people around the community keep asking, now that Oris is out, are they going to make new games? Are they going to continue, making new Pokemon? Or are they going to make remakes again? And I've kind of been thinking about it just a little bit. I don't have any for sure guesses or anything, but I would like to see either Sinnoh remakes, and then for a while we were speculating the Delta Emerald, but now we know that's not a thing. But I think it was going to be Sinnoh remakes or just another gen, but I think Oris is a little bit over the top that we don't think there's a new gen, so I would like to see Sinnoh remakes, especially because I personally love Gen 4.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So we're gonna go from X and Y, whole new gen, to Oris, which is just kind of like an expansion, I guess you call it. It's a remake, but it still follows Gen 6. And then you want something else within Gen 6 to another remake?
Well, maybe towards like the end of the year, like kind of how we had Oris this year, and then new remakes kind of at the end of this next year. If you're talking just kind of like a game halfway through the year, kind of like Art Academy was a small game that came out. I don't remember what else came out last year or this year, I guess.
Something I can't remember.
I don't remember what else we got. Maybe we'll get another series of spin-off games, kind of like Ranger or Mystery Dungeon. Maybe they'll come up with something new, something like that.
There's Pokken. There's Pokken Tournament, which
That's
is
right.
the
that's
Tekken Cross.
Isn't that just like a Japanese arcade game though? It's not really.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Well,
Academy
and I think
really
that
isn't
they've
a big thing
speculated it's not coming out to America for a while, especially because it's not yet released in Japan, I don't think.
Yeah, no, it's still in development. So
Yeah.
I know that they teased something about 2015, but
but I personally wouldn't mind some kind of spin-off game, because I think mainstream games in terms of like X and Y, and then there's Oris, I think we need a break from it from a little bit. Maybe don't have a main game in Pokemon for this year. Have like a couple of spin-off games. I personally would like to see maybe Pokemon Snap for Wii U or something like that.
That'd be good. That's really clever.
Even though I don't have a Wii U, it would be kind of cool just to see them going that route again. Because I know a lot of people who loved Pokemon Snap back in the day. And, like, having not necessarily like a sequel or a reboot of or something, but just a new game similar to Pokemon Snap, the same kind of concept of Pokemon Snap, but just putting it on Wii U. Think of the crazy things they could do with the Wii U technology nowadays.
Word.
Considering what they did in the old games, like, it's going to be crazy. I think that could really, really work. And I wouldn't mind maybe a new Mystery Dungeon game. I don't know. Maybe something different. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. A spin-off game, but maybe something new.
Yeah.
Because they've done, there's almost, I want to say 7 or 8 Mystery Dungeon games now. So,
I think
that's almost... Yeah, there's a lot of them. So I'm thinking they could almost move on from Mystery Dungeon. There was 3 Ranger games. In the region of Wii, they also did the 2 Poke Park games. Maybe they could make a third one of that.
Yeah.
Or just something different. I would like to see something else for the Wii. Poke Park was okay. I think it was definitely aimed towards a younger audience.
Definitely.
Because, I myself am older, but I can play the games on the DS and enjoy it. The Wii version was just a little bit too...
Yeah.
I don't want to say immature, but it was definitely aimed towards a younger audience. So maybe something for the Wii that's meant for more of everyone.
Yeah.
I think would be really neat.
One game that was overlooked on the Wii that people always forget about because it sucked so bad was Pokemon Battle Revolution.
I loved Battle Revolution.
For a while, it sparked this whole new thing in the community because it's oh yeah, now you can find if you use Slash, you can finally see your Pokemon run up to the other one and use Slash, actually slash him. It was the first Pokemon game that was past rated E for everyone. It was rated E10. So
whoa!
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. But the reason why it was so bad was because you needed the DS games. The only way you could play is using your DS games, moving them over, and then battling them there. So it's basically kind of just a really pretty way to battle. That's pretty much it. If they were to do anything to the Wii U, I feel like they should kind of reboot Pokemon Stadium. Where it's
that's what I was just thinking.
You have the rentals, and then even in Pokemon Stadium, if you had the cartridge thing for your system or your remote, you can put the cartridge in, your game, your handheld, Yellow, right? And then you can move those pokes to Pokemon Stadium, and then you can battle them in there. So on top of the rental and the gym leaders and the Elite Four that you got to do in the stadium, you got to also use your actual Pokemon in the handheld. So I feel now, especially with the technology that you were mentioning, right? I think that'd be really, really cool. They can just try another take on Battle Revolution.
Yeah.
That's something I see.
Like a plan. Yeah.
They could incorporate something with Pokebank on the Wii or something.
Word. That'd be a fabulous idea as well.
Yeah, and you could put your Pokemon from your games onto your Wii console and battle with them on there. I think that would be great.
It's a very good idea.
I'm hopefully Game Freak. Please listen.
Yeah.
We're brewing up something great right now.
If Game Freak listened to the Battle SubCast, oh my goodness.
Exposure.
That would be amazing.
Nothing would change. So,
True that.
That's all. I hope 2015 brings something cool to Pokemon because personally I'm getting tired of doing just battle spot and Wi-Fi battles and stuff. It's cool that some guy came up with free-for-alls, and I know there's metronome battles with Mews and anything else that can learn metronome, and it's fun, but it's too repetitive.
Yeah, I get you.
So
You're gonna have to try them Wonder Cup battles with me.
I have to try that for sure.
Exactly.
But
they're all sorts of fun.
It's I don't want to wish that I didn't beat the game so fast or raised everything too quickly or something, which is what I kind of felt when I was playing Y. So that's that. But that's enough for news and discussions. Tell us what you think is happening to 2015, and if you like our really terrible ideas. RhyQuinn, this is all on you on this segment that we call Competitive Corner.
Wow.
RhyQuinn's Competitive Corner.
Right then, so this is Competitive Corner with me, RhyQuinn. And this isn't going to be talking more about the VGC kind of things. This is going to be talking more about the Smogon side. For you Smogonites out there, that's not a thing, but whatever. So basically, this is going to be a segment where I'm basically going to highlight a Pokemon or a set that I think is underrated or that needs a bit more exposure or something that I think would be cool. I don't know, just something along those lines. But first off, because this is going to be something very special, I'm just going to mention this at the start, is that the big news in the Smogon universe recently is that Greninja is getting suspect tested in the OU tier, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. And the main reason for this was because of the new moves he gets in Generation 6, in Aura, which are Gunk Shot and Low Kick, are the big ones. It's pretty crazy. He has amazing fairy type coverage and, normal type coverage now as well. And two of the biggest checks to Greninja in X and Y were Azumarill and Chansey, and both of them get destroyed with these new moves. So that was kind of the reasoning behind the suspect test, and the vote for that is going down, I believe it's on the 4th of January. So come the 4th of January, which is Sunday. So if you're watching this, this is on Saturday, right?
On YouTube Friday, on SoundCloud.
On YouTube Saturday, on SoundCloud Friday. So it will be this Sunday, so either the day after tomorrow or tomorrow, depending where you're viewing or listening to this. Then we will know if Greninja has been banned to Ubers or not. Me personally, I'm undecided about the whole Greninja issue, but I do think he will end up being banned. I think there are way too many people that actually want him to be banned that he will end up being banned, pretty much. I don't know if I agree with that or not. I'm still undecided, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I just wanted to mention Greninja because that is probably some of the biggest competitive news in recent time. And that would completely change the metagame. But anyway, we're going to get on to the usual how a competitive corner is going to actually be. So I'm going to spotlight a certain Pokemon with a certain ability today. And this is sticking with kind of, how Aurus was released recently. And this Pokemon now has access to an ability that it didn't have before, which, in my opinion, has made it ridiculously powerful. And that is Dragalge. It now has access to adaptability in Aurus.
Ridiculous.
Now, the set that I'm hypothetically giving you guys would be to run it with a Choice Specs, which increases its special attack by 1.5 times, but only locks it into one move. Moves would potentially be something like Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse, Sludge Wave, and some kind of coverage move. It can learn stuff like Hydro Pump, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, or some kind of hidden power. And normally you probably want to run it with something like 252 EVs in HP, 252 in special attack, and 4 in whatever you want, pretty much. So if you don't know what adaptability does, it's basically whenever you use a move in Pokemon, you get a same type attack bonus if the type of the move that you use is the same as the type of the Pokemon. And that's one of the reasons why Greninja is so OP and why it's probably getting suspect tested, is because of its ability Protein, which changes its type, so it always gets that same type attack bonus. What adaptability does is takes the same type attack bonus, which is normally increases the move's power by 1.5 times, and changes that same type attack bonus to actually times 2, so it doubles the power of the move instead of 1.5 times, which is pretty crazy when you think about it.
It's disgusting.
It's absolutely disgusting. It's ridiculously powerful, and some common Pokemon that have it are something like Mega Beedrill and Crawdaunt, and Mega Lucario, of course, is a big one that has adaptability. So it's like ridiculously, crazily powerful adaptability. And then you realize how offensive Dragalge can be with this when he has access to moves such as Draco Meteor, which already has a base power of 140, and you combine that with adaptability and a Choice Specs, and his base special attack is 97. Like, that's some serious power. And I'm just going to give you an example calculation right now of something that looks like it should be able to kill a Dragalge. This Pokemon keeps cropping up. It's Greninja, okay? He should be able to kill a Dragalge, right? Right?
No.
No. Exactly not. No? Alright? Dragalge can one-shot a Greninja with either a Draco Meteor, a Dragon Pulse, or a Sludge Wave. Every single one of those moves one-shot a Greninja, which is fairly obvious. I mean, Greninja's pretty frail, right? But then you think, like, well, Dragalge's probably not going to be around long enough to get off one of those moves, because Greninja will kill it with a move or something. But that's when you realize Dragalge's type and defensive stats are absolutely ridiculous in itself. Like, it is a Dragon and Poison type, which means it's weak to 4 types, which are Dragon, Ground, Ice, and Psychic, okay? It has base 123 special defense, and if you look at the types, Psychic usually, other than Psyshock, hits on the special side. Ice, apart from Ice Shard really and Icicle Crash, normally hits on the special side with moves like Ice Beam. Ground is normally physical, to be fair, with Earthquake, but it can be special with Earth Power. And Dragon is kind of a mix of both. You can have Dragon Pulse and Draco Meteor, but then you also have the Dragon Claw and the Outrage. So it's like both on each side. If it's hitting on the special side, Dragalge is going to be eating up hits all day. And if you look at the types that it resists as well, Fire, Water, it's a 4 times resistance to Grass, Fighting, Bug, Electric, Poison. All of those moves are resisted by Dragalge, so it can take hits so much. And if you look at this ridiculousness right here, a Greninja with Protein has 252 EVs and special attack with a modest nature, goes for an Ice Beam, and doesn't kill Dragalge. If you have a Dragalge versus Greninja, both on full health, Dragalge wins. Like, that is ridiculous. It has so much power. It's absolutely crazy. Now, this set isn't obviously, completely 100% foolproof. There are some counters to Dragalge. For example, a Pokemon I found was Heatran. Heatran's a great counter. It is immune to its poison moves, with Dragalge's poison moves because it's a steel type, and it resists its dragon moves, such as Draco Meteor and Dragon Pulse. And if you have a coverage move like Hydro Pump, it still does a good amount of damage, but it's not enough to kill it in one hit. So, again, it's not a perfect, it's not a perfect counter in Heatran because it can get killed with Hydro Pumps, but then you're relying on its shaky accuracy. One better thing to possibly run, though, if you wanted to specifically counter a Heatran, is to run Hidden Power Ground, which might seem really weird, but Heatran is 4 times weak to ground, and both Hydro Pump and Hidden Power Ground do around 65 to 75% damage to a Heatran, especially defensive Heatran with a calm nature, which further increases special defense. Which is absolutely crazy in itself, by the way. That's absolutely insane, especially defensive Heatran, taking a butt ton of damage with that right there. And that two hit KOs a Heatran. Like, straight up. That's just crazy. So Heatran can't really switch on it. If you play a prediction game right, this Dragalge is absolutely insanely powerful. And right now, Dragalge moved up to RU with the release of ORS. But my prediction personally, I think it's going to make its way up to UU. I don't know about it making its way to OU because, as I said, there are a few counters. Its base defense isn't that great. And it is really slow as well. It has, I think it's base 43 or something like that speed, so it is really slow, but the amount of power this guy has is absolutely insane, and he can eat up hits on the special side, as I said, so that is adaptability Dragalge, and that is some absolute power right there. That is absolutely insane, and that is Competitive Corner, so we are going to move on to AmasianTae's segment. Let's go!
Get ready for
The comment caboose.
Alright, everyone, so we have reached almost near the end of the subcast, which is going to be my little corner called the comment caboose. and normally we are going to be taking some of your comments below from the previous subcasts and other Battle Subway videos, but for this week, we're going to just kick off with some random questions that I have come up with since we have not quite received any comments, since this is the first subcast we're doing in a while. And so I'm just going to ask, I guess you choose some questions, and they're just going to be Pokemon related, just to pass some time for a little bit, and I have tried to keep them as New Year's themed as possible. There's one of them that isn't, so we'll kick off with that one first. So my first random question for you guys is, if you were a gym leader, what type would you be, and what kind of Pokemon would you have on your team?
That's a good one.
Let's see here. Well, there's the obvious answer, which is I'd either be a rock or a ground type gym leader, because Rhyperior. I mean, come on now, there's the obvious answer. But I think I'd like to go with rock. Rock would be awesome. Not just for Rhyperior, but I'd probably have stuff like Armaldo is awesome. Regirock is cool. Let's think who else. Aggron, awesome. Just stuff like that. I like rock types. They're pretty chill. So I'd be a rock type gym leader.
Good deal. How about you, Lacen?
Alright, when you're talking gym leader, do we have to be realistic? Think oh, I'm a stupid NPC from the in-game?
Yes.
So, I have to think about, the pokes that they would carry, right? Because they don't carry starters or anything.
Well, technically, if you're a gym leader with any type, I would just go with whichever. Hypothetically, just one type with 6 Pokemon.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, even though Manectric is, my mascot right now, I've always had, this draw towards water Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just love it. So, I don't know who I would carry on my team. Definitely Milotic. If I had the choice to carry Blastoise, I would. Because Blastoise. I kind of like Kingdra, too. Kingdra grew on me.
Kingdra's
love Kingdra.
I also, Lapras also grew on me recently. I don't use Lapras, but I like it. I don't know. And probably Basculin, because people don't know what Basculin is capable of.
Basculin is so good. Speaking of which, Basculin gets adaptability. What?
There you go.
Insane power from Basculin.
See, I always underestimate a Basculin, but then I'll run into it on Showdown or something and it destroys me. So I have seen that a couple times. Basculin use some power.
It's ridiculous.
Basculin would be fun. Or Caracosta. He's one of my favorite fossils.
What about Omastar?
Oh, there you go.
You like
Omastar?
Omastar?
Omastar is good, but I mean, like, I just use Omastar to, like, use Omastar. It's not like I like Omastar, I just can't, like, deny its power. That's it.
I mean, Shell Smash, though.
The Shell Smash Rain
So
Dance,
good.
or not Rain Dance, Swift Swim. Yeah, it's crazy. But
You know what's funny is on Showdown once I was doing random battles, and I actually encountered a guy who literally just had one Caracosta on his team. That was his entire team, and it had Shell Smash. And I'm pretty sure I almost lost to his one Caracosta. Like, it was powerful.
Power. Caracosta is power.
It is
This thing
ridiculous.
put in some work. I was not expecting it.
That is insane.
So,
Well, what gym leader would you be, Tay?
well, I do have a grass type mascot, but my favorite type is actually flying, which is kind of ironic because one takes out the other. But my favorite of all time has always been flying. And so I would indeed have a flying type gym. And I've actually thought about this before, which is how I came up with the question. But I would have people probably like Staraptor, one of my favorites.
That one's nice.
I love Togekiss.
Yep.
Troll.
People like Altaria.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Candy Floss. I love Yon Mega. I know he's very underrated. I don't know why I've always
massively.
had this special place in my heart for Yon Mega. I really like Braviary and then maybe like Gliscor.
Nice. Yes. Merca, the Braviary.
Merca.
That's literally every nickname on Showdown ever. Merca is Merca.
Merca. I like it though. But yep. So I've kind of had mine planned out.
Of course.
When I also came up with the question, I thought about it a little bit too.
Yeah.
So, but alright, well, we're going to move on to our second question I have written down for you guys. And this is more for you two than it is for me. I do have an answer for it, but this last year, I know we're all kind of newer channels, I guess. We've been at it for a couple months now, but we've been doing a lot more competitive battling more recently than ever. And in 2014, who do you think was your favorite Pokemon to battle with?
Oh, that is a good question.
Who have you kind of discovered that is just powerful and more, I guess you've used a lot?
I knew you were going to say that.
Cast form. Okay, you guys might not believe me, but I've had, I think, 3 or 4 people send me images of cast form with my name on it. Because
that's amazing.
They don't really like. I used to make jokes about cast form, and then I put him on a weather team, and I didn't realize how powerful cast form would be. Like, cast form is. Oh my goodness, I love cast form, and I don't know why I'm rolling with cast form. Like on almost every weather team that I construct, cast form is on there. Like, I even put him on a sandstorm team. He doesn't do anything in a sandstorm team, but I put him on a sandstorm team because I love cast form. So I feel like cast form is definitely MVP. Either that or Venusaur. I've been rocking Venusaur this year too.
I think for me, I'd probably have to say, because when I first started competitive battling, I went with the lower tiers. I've got to say, Cacturn has been something that's really jumped out at me, because I didn't think anything of him before I started competitive battling. I knew barely anything about him. Like, I knew that Sydney in the Elite Four and Hoenn had him, and that was about it. Like, I didn't know anything. But then I realized how ridiculously powerful the Swords Dance Sucker Punch was from that guy. And I have got countless sweeps with Cacturn because of that. And the water absorbability is amazing. It's just a good Pokemon overall, and it has serious power. I love Cacturn. And I didn't know about that before. That's my pick for 2014 is Cacturn.
Cacturn. Very good pick. I like Cacturn a lot too.
Yeah.
One of those underrated Pokemon. For mine is also an underrated Pokemon. So for the longest time, I've wanted to get into competitive battling, knowing that I'm awful at it. And my brother is really good at it. He was like, okay, well, I'm going to help you, learn how to breed, and we're going to, completely from scratch breed my first Pokemon. And I was going through my Pokédex app on my phone, and I was like, okay, first Pokemon I'm going to breed for competitive team. Who do I want it to be? And I tried doing a couple, the easiest that I was going to be able to catch and breed with my Ditto that I worked forever to get. And I saw Ursaring. And I was like, this could do. I've never really worked with an Ursaring or a Teddiursa. I just remember seeing a Teddiursa in, the Entei movie when I was a child. And maybe, a small snippet of Ursaring in a different movie. I don't really remember. But I was like, this seems like a good idea. And since then, my bred Ursaring is my favorite in the world, and I'm pretty sure I've put it on almost every showdown team I have. I've got it drafted for the league here, and Ursaring is just my buddy. My guts Ursaring.
Absolutely.
And now I'm forgetting. With a flame orb. Sorry, I wanted to call it a flame scarf for some reason, and that was just really wrong. I didn't want to sound like an idiot. No, a flame orb with guts, and I love Ursaring.
Oh god.
Yeah. And I've used him so much this year, so I'm giving my MVP for this year to Ursaring.
Wow. That is
my big old teddy bear.
I can completely see that pick. That is insane amounts of power.
I didn't realize it had guts.
Yeah, it has guts. And it can have
guts
quick feet
and quick feet.
Wow.
And he works very well with both of them.
Now I know what to watch out for.
Yeah. For real though. Yeah. Sub-league's gonna be no fun.
Alright, so we're going to move on to the third question I have, which is kind of the middle of the segment. We're just going to take a second to be a little bit cheesy or corny with this.
Yeah.
But as PokeTubers, I want to know what some of your guys' favorite memories are of this last year.
Aww. What a question.
And then we'll move on to some of the silly questions.
Okay. Favorite moment of 2014?
Or just some of your favorite memories in general.
Okay.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Yeah. One thing that was really cool for me is, if you guys have heard of it, not just YouTube but the listeners as well, is the GBA D-League. If you've heard of that, if you heard of the GBA, then basically they did another league which they do in the off time for the GBA. And they did not necessarily an open invitation, but they invited people to apply for it. I applied, I entered a tournament to determine who went into the D-League itself, and I had to do 3 matches, and I had to do, well in those 3 matches, and the first match I got 6-0'd, which was no bueno. The second match I got 5-0'd, which was just horrendous.
2 body bags, man.
2 body bags right there. But then the third match, everyone was expecting me to get absolutely trounced, and then I got help from a guy called Mega Mogwai. He helped me out with building my team for the third match, and I won 4-0 in the third match. And that was just an awesome moment to see people who I didn't even know were just going, oh my god, RhyQuinn's done this, and he's come back from the first 2 bad matches, and he's done so amazingly well, and blah, 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 blah. And it was amazing to see people just, talking about my match and stuff. Because people could see it, because it was on Showdown. People watched the replay, and they were like, oh my god, you did so well, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yes! I felt so good about myself.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes! So that was a really cool memory of 2014. That's a specific moment, though. 2014 as a whole has been amazing, but that's just way too broad for me to actually talk about as a whole. So I'm going with that.
That's what I mean. Those little memories that you just think of.
Yeah. So I'm going with that. Yeah. I'm happy with that.
There you go. I like that. That was a good memory.
What about you, Lacen?
Okay. I think when I jumped into this whole YouTube thing, I did it because I don't drink or do drugs, and I needed something to do. so I jumped on YouTube.
Well, good children, you've heard it here. You drink, do drugs, or you play Pokemon.
Yeah.
So I just jumped on YouTube, and I didn't like I said, I had an identity crisis with my channel, so I just did a bunch of different. I had my hands on a bunch of different things, and I did this series for a while, the Dead Space 3 co-op playthrough with my best friend Save the J, and this is what we rolled with at first. And I think when I started playing Pokemon on the channel, I was so amazed with like how supportive everybody is of each other. Like I would post something like, "Hey, here's a new battle" to like the 20 followers I had. I would jump up 20 followers because people watching me like, "Hey man, you're starting out your channel. Me too. You did a good job. Let's battle. Let's talk. Get a Skype. Let's hang out and get to know each other." And it was really, really cool to see that. And the support kept, like, the momentum, like, was just so fast with, like, all these people supporting me. But the coolest moment was definitely the time when this kid named Cheo, I don't know if he pronounces it colon or cologne, because he doesn't have the G to make the distinction. But Cheo, that's in his name. Cheo sent me a message, and it was pretty much a picture of him buying an Xbox Live membership for 3 months, and he gave the code to Save the J, who needed the money to pay for us to continue doing the Dead Space series. And he's like, "I have a lot of faith in you guys," and that's one of my like favorite things that anybody has done for me, and just the exchange that the both of us had with him, like Save the J and I with this guy, was just really, really nice. It was touching. I loved that moment. It was cool.
That's amazing.
Oh, that is awesome.
Best support I've ever had.
Cool. Yeah, that's insane.
Aww. That's really nice. I like that.
It's made me feel all gooey on the inside.
That's what I said. We're gonna do the gooey in the middle, and then we'll do some funny stuff hereafter. So one memory I think I have is when the Furious Fist TCG set first launched. I was sitting probably around 150 subscribers. I was still very new, and I knew that I wanted to do some kind of giveaway. I didn't really know a lot of people yet, and I didn't know how many people I would get to enter this kind of giveaway, but I was like, you know what, let's try it. So I did a pack opening on my channel with my siblings, and the video did surprisingly well. So I guess the key to success is to put babies in your videos. But anyway, I opened a couple packs on my channel, and at the end of the video, I gave away just a booster pack, because I paid for it myself, and then it was a Shaman EX card, and I wanted to see how many people I could get to enter, and I think I ended up getting almost 40 entries. It's amazing how many people enter if you give away free stuff.
Yeah.
But I ended up picking the winner off a random number picker, and it was this kid that I met, and he is from Canada, and I've talked to him a couple times now, and he is an absolute sweetheart, and when the pack finally got to him, he made a whole video thanking me for sending him the pack and, having my channel, and he just said all sorts of great things about me, and it's such a small channel and me just starting out. I think it was really awesome to hear just some kid from Canada that I had never met before say so many nice things. So,
Who was it?
Yeah, it was cool.
Unfortunately, the pack didn't have anything good in it, but,
No.
Oh
well. Still nice, though.
Yeah.
10 Pokemon.
So I
Better
got to
than
meet.
not having a pack.
Yeah, exactly. So I gave a kid a present, and I got to meet someone very nice from it. So
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad now, because both yours were really like, "Oh, that's nice," and mine was just like, "Yes, I won competitive battling."
No, yours is awesome.
That's awesome.
I mean,
use that
a
support.
lot of people were nice to you about it too. I
Yeah,
didn't. I didn't know that. I'd never heard that story, so that's awesome.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
pretty cool. All right,
Anyway, so we're gonna move
silly
on
stuff.
to the little sillier stuff. So this New Year's, everyone goes to parties, right?
Of
And
course.
there's loud music and dancing, and there will also be terrible dancers.
Of
But
course.
I want to know which Pokemon you guys would pick to be your dance partner at this year's New Year's party.
I already know my answer.
Holy Lord.
Spinder all day, every day.
Yes! That's amazing.
It has to be Spinder. I mean, why wouldn't you want a Spinder with you? I mean,
That's true.
come on now. That's
I didn't
an
even think
obvious
of that.
answer.
That's awesome. I didn't even think of that, sadly. That's awesome, though. I think I would go for Hitmontop.
Oh, nice.
Break
Yep.
dancing.
He's got the moves.
Yep.
All the pressure's on you now, Lacen.
In a non-gay way, I kind of want to tango with a Machamp. He has like 4 arms. He can like.
All right. I'm just letting you know that
Well.
for the next question, you can't use Machamp again.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just forewarning you.
Okay.
But all right, Machamp. I'm just trying to picture Lacen doing the tango with the Machamp.
It has to be a female Machamp. I'm not all gay.
Well.
Oh boy.
Well then, if someone could make a video, Lacen dancing with Machamp, that would be the best. Well, it's late, but Christmas present, I guess, to us ever. You can send a tweet to at the Battle Subway, and just a video.
Yeah, if someone wants to be creative and make a video of that, I would just love you all forever because that would be amazing.
Like, it would be insane. Has to be done.
That needs to be done. If not, we'll make it somehow.
Yes. It's on my to-do list.
Just film myself tangoing with like the buffest chick I can see.
Yeah.
Give her a Machamp costume.
Exactly.
Alright, well, my last question that I have for you guys is another silly question. And since 2014 is over, and a lot of people this year, as New Year's resolution, is always to lose weight, I want to know which Pokemon would you make your workout buddy?
Darn it!
My workout buddy. Oh! Slaking! Because then we wouldn't work out and it would be great.
That's funny.
And this is coming from a personal trainer. Oh yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, one license
I'm
that
sticking
isn't
with that.
Machamp.
I'm sticking with slacking.
I don't know.
Right.
You go Tay while I think.
Well, I know personally I actually need to get my butt in shape, so as much as I would like to pick slacking or something like that, I was thinking more fighting type, so probably something like maybe Lucario. I'm thinking. I don't know why, I just picture him in like the Pokken tournament advertisement, and he's like kicking ass, and I just feel like since he's a little bit more human-like, I don't know, he'd be good. Or
Let's think.
I don't know. Is it weird that I'm also thinking of Ambipom, even though that's really random?
That you are not wrong. That is really random.
Yeah.
I
don't even have a reasoning for that one. I just thought of Ambipom.
Just a monkey because
Yep, just a big happy monkey.
so you
Helping
could
me work
monkey
out.
around, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
I've reached the end of my segment. I don't have any more questions prepared, but hopefully next week we will have some comments to talk over and go over and whatnot, and maybe I will throw in another random question or two.
Woo!
I like
guys,
random questions.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you leave comments and all that good stuff. Subscribe if you wanna. That would be cool. And make sure you check out myself and these two lovely people that I will be with every single week. Along with this, we also have a segment every other week where we're going to bring in a Poketuber and interview him and talk to him and have him talk to us about all this kind of stuff too, just to get to know that person, just, get some people involved. So if you want to be that kind of person, just leave a comment and I'll probably just pick somebody out of a hat or something. That's pretty much all there is to it. Thank you guys.
We have the official Battle Subway hat.
The official Battle Subway hat. It's actually Ash's hat that I got when I was like 9 years old.
Oh, there you go.
It's
Rebranded to say Battle Subway on it.
I'll write it. I'll write like a cool TBS on it. Not get it confused with like the network in America, but
Right then.
Click things by.
Well,
Wow. Click things by on SoundCloud. Yeah.